This video is about Canadian values and symbols. Full information, questions and answers. It's a very important video for the Canadian citizenship test. Please subscribe the channel. Canada is a country that values diversity, inclusivity, and equality. Some key values that are important to Canadians include respect for diversity. Canada is a multicultural society, and Canadians value diversity and inclusivity. People from different cultural backgrounds, religions, and ethnicities are welcomed and celebrated. Equality and fairness. Canadians believe in equal rights and opportunities for all individuals, regardless of their gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation. Canadians value fairness and believe in creating a level playing field for everyone. Social responsibility. Canadians believe in taking care of each other and ensuring that everyone has access to basic necessities such as healthcare, education, and affordable housing. Canadians value social responsibility and believe in creating a just and equitable society. Environmental sustainability. Canadians place a high value on protecting the environment and preserving natural resources. Canadians believe in reducing their carbon footprint and taking steps to mitigate the effects of climate change. Collaboration and cooperation. Canadians value collaboration and cooperation and believe in working together to solve problems and achieve common goals. Canadians believe in building strong partnerships and alliances both domestically and internationally. Canadian symbols. Symbols of Canada are important elements of Canadian identity. They represent the values and traditions that Canadians hold dear. Some of the most prominent symbols of Canada include National Anthem. The national anthem of Canada is O Canada. It was written in 1880 and adopted as the official national anthem in 1980. Canadian Flag. The Canadian flag is a red and white maple leaf with two red bars on either side. It was adopted in 1965 and has become a symbol of Canadian identity around the world. The Canadian flag, also known as the maple leaf flag, was officially adopted on February 15, 1965, after a long and controversial process to replace the previous flag, which had been in use since 1867. Prior to 1965, Canada did not have an official national flag. Instead, it used the British Union Jack as its national symbol, along with various versions of the Canadian Red Ensign, which featured the British Union Jack in the canton, upper left corner, and the Canadian coat of arms in the fly, the rest of the flag. However, in the 1960s, there was growing sentiment in Canada for a new flag that would better represent the country's identity and independence. The process of choosing a new flag design was initiated by Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson in 1964. A special committee was formed to review design submissions and make a recommendation to Parliament. The committee received thousands of design proposals from Canadians across the country, including professional designers, artists, and ordinary citizens. The final design was created by George Stanley, a professor at the Royal Military College in Kingston, Ontario. And the flag's distinctive red maple leaf was based on the emblem of the Royal Military College. The red and white color scheme was chosen as a nod to Canada's French and English heritage. The design was controversial, however, and faced opposition from some Canadians who preferred to keep the red ensign as the national flag. The debate over the flag continued in Parliament, with opposition MPs making numerous attempts to delay or block its adoption. Nevertheless, the flag was eventually passed into law and officially adopted on February 15, 1965. Today, the Canadian flag is an important symbol of the country and its people. It is flown on national holidays and at important events, and is displayed prominently in public buildings and private homes throughout Canada and around the world. The flag is widely recognized and respected as a symbol of Canadian identity and unity. Beaver, the beaver is a national symbol of Canada. It is known for its industriousness and was a major part of Canada's early fur trade. The beaver is a national emblem of Canada and a well-known symbol of Canadian culture. It is the largest rodent in North America and can weigh up to 70 pounds, 31 kilograms. Beavers have brown fur and flat, paddle-like tails that they use to swim in water. They also have sharp front teeth that they use to cut down trees and build their dams and lodges. Beavers are known for their impressive engineering skills, building dams and lodges that can create ponds and wetlands. They use branches, mud, and other materials to construct these structures, which can provide habitat for other wildlife and help regulate water flow in streams and rivers. The beaver has played an important role in Canadian history and economy. It was once a valuable resource for the fur trade, with beaver pelts used to make hats and other clothing. Today, beavers continue to be an important part of Canada's natural heritage and are protected by wildlife laws. They are also featured on the Canadian nickel coin and are a popular subject of Canadian art and folklore. Maple leaf. The maple leaf is a symbol of Canada and is featured on the Canadian flag. It represents the natural beauty of Canada's forests and the country's love of maple syrup. The maple leaf is a significant symbol of Canada and is featured prominently on the Canadian flag. It is also used as a symbol in many Canadian logos, emblems, and designs. The maple leaf is a symbol of Canadian identity, unity, and pride, and it represents the country's natural beauty, cultural heritage, and diversity. Maple trees are native to North America, and their leaves have been used as a symbol of Canada since the 18th century. The maple leaf was officially adopted as a symbol of Canada in 1965, when the red and white Canadian flag was introduced. The flag's red background represents the Canadian sacrifice in wars, while the white represents peace and purity, and the maple leaf symbolizes the natural beauty of the country and its people. The maple leaf has a strong cultural and historical significance in Canada. Indigenous peoples have used the sap of the maple tree for thousands of years as a sweetener and medicine, and the maple tree is often associated with the changing seasons in Canada. In the fall, the changing colors of the maple leaves are a beloved sight across the country. Overall, the maple leaf is an important symbol of Canadian culture, heritage, and identity. It represents the country's natural beauty, cultural richness, and diversity and is a source of national pride for Canadians. Canadarm is the popular name for a robotic manipulation system designed for use in zero gravity. It has accompanied numerous space missions as a component on space shuttles. Canadian. Canada has two official languages, English and French. Both languages are used in the government, education, and other public institutions. Bilingualism is a fundamental part of Canadian identity and is protected under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Multiculturalism. Multiculturalism is a fundamental part of Canadian identity. It refers to the coexistence of different cultures and ethnic groups within Canadian society. Canada is known for its inclusiveness and tolerance, and it celebrates diversity through cultural festivals, events, and programs. The Canadian government has officially adopted multiculturalism as a policy, and it is enshrined in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Canada's multiculturalism has contributed to its reputation as a welcoming and accepting country. Please also check the next video is the multiple choice questions about the values and symbols. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.